Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our series, Dasher Stories, presented in partnership with DoorDash. On the show, we're featuring students from around the country who are delivering food to you with DoorDash. And on today's episode, we're chatting to Fahad. How are you today, Fahad?
I'm good, Emma. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. So tell us a bit about yourself. You were just telling me about where you were based, but
Yeah.
tell us where you live in Australia and what you are studying right now.
All right. So basically, from a background, I'm from Pakistan, in Lahore. That's the major city. So I was just born up there, and after that, I completed my civil engineering from there. And then I came to Australia. Like I applied in a master's program, and then I came to Brisbane in Griffith University, and currently doing my master's program over here. And I just arrived 3 months before in Australia. I'm just very new here. So it's like a quite adventurous place, and also I'm gaining too much experience about new things as well because I'm just very new here, and I just recently started doing dash, and I'm quite happy here.
Okay, so tell me what's one thing about Australia that surprised you?
Like in Australia, we have like a blend of cultures. We can see many faces like Australians as well, Nepalis, Indians, Pakistanis, Asians, Americans. Everyone is here, and the blend of cultures is like amazing here. I'm really enjoying. The one thing is the weather, which surprised me most. In Australia, and if I compare it with my country, these are like opposite weathers here. So it's quite hot here. But in my country, it's like snow freezing temperature over there. So I was not used to like that much temperature here. So I was just considering like there must be like a cold weather here. But when I just arrived in Australia, it was quite hot in Brisbane at the moment. I don't know about like other places, but the weather is like quite strange here. Like today, I was also doing a DoorDash in the morning. It was really hot, like the temperature was going above 47 something. So that's the thing, which is quite strange for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. You'll have to spend a few days at the beach, I'm sure.
Surely I will.
Now, tell me a little bit about your experience dashing. How long have you been dashing for?
All right, so when I just arrived in Australia like 3 months before, so after like 15 days, I started dashing coming to Australia. So I've been like dashing here from past 2.5 months. It has been quite giving me a good experience, like meeting with new people, like at the restaurant, getting the food, and then also getting the knowledge of how we are delivering the products, and also when I am just delivering the food to the people, I see their happy faces as well. They're enjoying the food. And also, DoorDash is a quick source of money for the students who come to Australia. Like, it was the only thing when I just started coming to Australia. Like, I had a lot of expenses here, but somehow, like, I was managing them. But when I just started dashing, then, like, it reduced my burdenization on my, the expenses which I had. So, I had a very good experience with the dashing, with the DoorDash. Like also the customer's experience is also very good. Seriously, like I was dashing before, like 1 hour before like this podcast. I just stopped dashing and then I just arrived here. I just take my shower and I'm just in front of you now.
When you first started dashing, was there anything that you learned throughout the process that you found really valuable?
Yeah, like I'll tell you about my first experience. For the first DoorDash, I got the order from like this was a Hungry Jack's order, and I was barely new in Australia. I was just learning new things. So when I just arrived at the restaurant, I didn't know like what to do, but I contacted the customer service. They told me like you had to get to the counter and give them this code for the getting the right delivery. There were like too many bags around on the corner of the shelf, so I was confused like which bag is for me. So they gave me the number that you have to tell them this number, and then they will hand you the right bag. And then when I just collected the bag, we have to like take the picture of the bag, and then the ride just started. So it was like a new experience every time when I'm just doing a dash. So I'm learning new things. I am visiting new places. It is giving me more experience around the Brisbane, like the areas. I'm very familiar with the areas now. Like I just used to first of all, I was like using the mobile all the time for like watching the map, but now like I'm very used to around this area. I just see the location and I don't use like too much around the mapping thing, which I was using it before when I just came to Australia. So this is like a very good thing. Like it is giving me new experience for meeting new people, like meeting with the restaurants owners, and also like having conversation with them about the Dash experience. Like it is a good source of money for students who arrive in Australia, because you know that you need that you it takes some time for you. Like you are applying, you're sending your CVs around the corner, and then you're waiting for the interviews. But with this DoorDash, it's quite simple. Like you apply with your documents, once they verify it, and then you can start dashing and start earning from the day one. So that's a very good thing for me.
Well, that's actually a great segue into my next question because I wanted to know what was the process like into becoming a dasher and was it quite, flexible? Was it very seamless?
I had my documents ready. I just took the photos of my all the documents, whatever they were asking me, like for the license, passport, international driving license, and the vehicle permits registration. I simply uploaded them, and within a day, I think, within a day, they just approved my documents, and on the very next day, I just started dashing. So this was like a very much simple process. The police verification was also free for like the DoorDash, which was quite amazing for me. They did all the expense on their behalf, and they gave me like a Dasher account, and I've just started dashing from that day. So for like the upcoming students, I would say that if they will like come up to Australia, then they can simply upload their documents over there. The process is quite simple. Like it's user friendly app. You can simply follow all the mentioned processes and then upload the documents, wait for the around a day for me it took, and then I was just on the road.
Yeah, amazing. How do you find balancing dashing with studying and general life stuff? Is it quite flexible for your schedule?
Yeah, the most important thing I was about to ask is regarding this flexible time. Like when you are doing a job, then you have to stick with the time. But with the dashing, you don't have to like stick to the time. Mostly like when I'm just busy in my assignments and all the stuffs from the college and the from my supervisor, I had to like work at that time. And when I'm just free from my work, I complete my homework and everything, my assignments. After that, I just start my dash. So that's very good thing. Like usually I have started dashing in late nights as well. It has been quite helpful for me because like whenever I'm getting frustrated by studying for a whole day, then I started my dash, and it gives me a very good experience for me. Like I can walk around, I can go outside, deliver the food happily. So it's quite interesting. It is not like a job. It is like a quite of an adventurous thing for you. You are earning money, same time also you are getting experience as well.
Can you tell me what was the first big thing that you saved up for, or maybe that you spent money on when you started dashing?
Uh, the first thing, like on the very first day, I give treat to my friends and my family as well. When I just completed my dashing, I earned a handsome amount, and then we went for a dinner on that night. It was like my first earning in Australia, so it was quite momentful thing for me. And we took snaps and we enjoyed the food here. We went to the kebab shops, and then we really enjoyed that. It was like my first time in Australia, and I just earned a handsome amount at that time, and it was like my one day earning. So I was very happy at that time, like for the first time. It was very good.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds so good. Oh, and do you have any advice for anyone who may be interested in, starting to dash themselves? What advice would you give them?
The most important advice I would give to the new like students or everyone who is going to start a dash is that you should have a great knowledge of the road rules, like for the safety rules first. If you are doing a dash, because at the end, like you will be responsible for everything. If you are a good driver, you will learn quickly. So your vehicle and everything like should be perfect at during the time of dashing. So when you start dash, you should be mindful, like you should be careful on the road, because you know that when you are on a road, you have to be very careful. Like You have to keep your food safe as well, and also you have to drive safely as well. So I would advise them when you are starting dashing, you should take quite rest before starting a dash, and your mind should be relaxed at that time. You should not be like taking it as a casual one because you are on your own. So you have to take yourself and the others on a safety instructions as well. So that's my advice for everyone who is doing a dash.
That is definitely very good advice. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and thank you to everyone who has tuned in onto this episode of Dasher Stories. You can check out more episodes of our Dasher Stories series on YouTube and on your favorite streaming platforms, and you can learn more about becoming a Dasher on our Dash Campus Hub on our website studentedge.org, where you'll also find all of our articles, videos, and more. Have a great one, and thank you, Fahad.
You're welcome, Emma.